So, should Christians support Pride? Pride Month, the rainbow capitalist exploitation of sexuality. Should Christians support this? And you probably can tell what my individual perspective about this is already. But listen, if you think Pride supports gay people, supports the LGBT, you're just wrong about that. All this of these corporations plastering rainbow colors all over their websites, all over their social media accounts, all over their businesses and their shop windows, it's just a marketing strategy. They don't care about anyone individually, especially not a fringe group. They just don't. They do not actually value these people. They're exploiting their vulnerability, or at least their sensitivity, in order to try and make a quick buck. And it works. Additionally, if there's a thing at the register that says round up to the next dollar, or donate your spare change, or whatever it is towards pride causes, all of that is, again, just a marketing strategy. They want to take advantage of your impulse and your sensitivity towards social issues to try and put some more money into their own pocket, and then maybe throw a penny or two towards whatever it is that they're talking about, whatever organization they personally created, or that, it's really not that good for anyone, except bottom lines, which corporations are especially hard up to do this year because of what happened last year. And everyone is hurting, obviously, but everyone's trying to make money any way that they can. And that's why they're so hard to try and drive these things that people have to support. So, should Christians in particular support these things? Should Christians support businesses? Should Christians support creators or influencers? Should Christians support organizations that fly the rainbow flag from June 1st to June 30th? The answer, or should they join it? We'll talk about that in a minute too. But should they support them? Should they go out of their way to shop at those places? Quite honestly, obviously no. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't do anything except give you the opportunity to virtue signal. Oh, I did my part, right? It didn't get anyone off the street that was unhomed due to their sexuality. It doesn't get anyone into warm clothes or a warm shower, or doesn't feed anyone that's been without because of decisions that it doesn't do any of those things. You're not helping anybody except increase your social media clout. So let's be clear about that. Second thing is, should Christians join? So if there's a pride parade, or if there is should we as Christians, as churches, fly a rainbow flag this month outside of our church? The answer again is no. Why? Because of what it's called. It's pride. They didn't choose this term by accident. And in 1 John chapter 15, or verse 2, chapter 2, verse 15, says, "Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, then the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, and the pride of life is not from the Father, but is from the world." So, not only does this apply to Rainbow Pride, but this also applies to Pacers Pride. This applies to IUPUI, any of the local schools that are around me, Pride. This applies to your NFL team, Pride. Applies to your high school alma mater, your college alma mater, Pride. They don't call it that by accident. It's willfully indulgent in sinful behavior, all at the root of pride. The reason why IU and Butler and Purdue want to beat each other, pride. The reason why Army's slogan, battle cry is beat Navy, is pride. The reason why that all these things, like these rivalries that exist, it's all pride. Everything about these things. Now, it's fun, sure. Like it's a blast to go to a sporting event and to be in the moment. Like it's a lot of fun. You know, I grew up in California where you had the Oakland Raiders, San Francisco 49ers, and when they played, it was practically a riot after the game. Like the whole thing of like, you may beat us on the field, but we'll beat you in the parking lot was 100% true. It wasn't a rivalry. It was a blood-stained hatred for each other because they were so close. And don't even try with the Giants and the Dodgers or the Yankees and the Red Sox. Like, there's some deep-seated animosity between these organizations. And it all is strung. It dangles from a marionette string of the human heart's desire to make a name for himself, to make his own glory great. And the month of Pride is one of the worst manifestations for this because of the fact that it exploits a person's sensitive vulnerability, something that they hold dear, so that someone very far away can make some extra money. And additionally, what it does is it has seduced Christian people away from thinking biblically into thinking worldly so that they can earn some extra social media tokens and to earn a few extra pennies. Maybe it's true that having a rainbow flag outside your church will make somebody think, oh, I can go in there. But it probably won't. It most likely won't. Because the building isn't different. The people inside are not different. And the person outside that sees that rainbow flag, they know it. They're not stupid. And so why would you pretend like they are stupid? Like, this isn't a fishing expedition where you can just put something shiny into the water and something's gonna bite. Humans are more complicated than that. And the overwhelming data shows that the main way, the number one way to get someone to come into your church is for you as a congregant to say, hey, do you want to go to church with me? But you're a coward. And the reason that you're a coward is that A, do you really believe? Like, do you really believe, or are you just attending? And then the number two reason that you're a coward is that you want that person's approval more than you want the throne of high heaven's approval. So in order to achieve that person, whoever it is approval, you want to pander to them, pander down to them, bow down to them, literally, instead of eyes on the throne. Because being with the people of God and worshiping the object of those people's worship is far more satisfying, but it gets a lot fewer social media likes.